in that account is not taxed, and you can claim a state income tax deduction every year up to $1,000 for a single filer or $2,000 for a married couple. New at 11, people packed University of Dayton Arena for Sinclair College's graduation tonight. About 1,000 students were here for the ceremony. Altogether, Sinclair told me almost 9,000 students received almost 11,000 degrees. President Steve Johnson praised the grads for their perseverance. Johnson said 15 of tonight's grads started their college careers while incarcerated, and another graduate said it took her 32 years to finish her degree. Congrats to everyone. You can see right there, Dayton Mayor Jeffrey Mims gave tonight's keynote speech.
And now, your Storm Center 7 forecast. That's weather coverage you can count on.
It's a good thing they were inside.
Isn't that the truth? My goodness, you look at some of the rain totals we had for today, Robert. A couple places broke some records, huh?
Yeah, over in Columbus and then down in Cincinnati, they actually broke some daily records. So this day, May 6th, in history for recorded weather, yeah, a daily record, over 1 inch, really 1.49 inches in Columbus, 1.72. Now, it rained a lot in Dayton, but not that much. And we have some video, right?
Yes. Oh, you know what? So let me show you here, Robert. Look at this picture. This was sent into the news center tonight. This is in Bellbrook at the girls' lacrosse game. Check out the sideline right there. You see that, Robert?
It's flooded, yeah.
It's flooded. There's so much rain coming down that the field struggled to drain fast enough, and then it just kind of get closer and closer to the sideline there. So, yeah, we need to turn the spigot off.
We saw a few instances of that there on the field, and then also had some storm reports showing some flooded roads. Now, Dayton, from really the beginning of today, at least the last 24 hours, we've seen about 0.34 inches of rain, so nowhere near what they saw in Columbus or Cincinnati. But you head over toward Clinton County, Wilmington, 2.94 inches of rain, and then if you head up even farther to the northeast, probably close to Sabina, you can see that little yellow and that red dot. Probably saw over 3, maybe even 4 inches out that way. So definitely a wet Friday. We told you it was going to be a wet Friday, and I'm telling you this weekend, at least for Mother's Day, it's going to be glorious. Now we're still under a flood watch for a few counties. Notice this doesn't include Montgomery County, but it does include Butler, Warren, Clinton, and Greene County until at least 1 a.m. So we still have a few hours left as we're still seeing a little bit of rain on the radar. Now, storm reports, you saw the flooded field, where you see all these little icons, whether it's the little raindrops, or it's hard to see if it's actually a house in water. It's what it's supposed to be. That's where we have reports of at least flooding or very, very heavy rain. And it kind of runs right along the interstate, up I-71, up toward Columbus. You can see some heavy rain reports there too. And then farther south, some flood reports. Now, notice most of these are really south of Dayton. The southern part of the state saw a lot of rainfall, and we pointed out just a couple seconds ago how much Clinton County saw. Also, a little bit closer to home, you can see quite a few outside Cincinnati, Westchester, seeing a couple flood reports out that way, Lebanon as well. So it was very, very wet, and we're still seeing a few showers, but you notice much of the state, while we're looking at shower activity, not really looking at much thunderstorm activity, not really seeing any lightning bolts or anything here, unless you get toward northern Kentucky, and even then, that was a few hours ago. So what we can expect here for the next few hours are the showers to continue, but that's just it, just showers, not really thunderstorms, and then this will begin to fizzle out as we move just for a few more hours. Now, if you take a look down toward closer to West Virginia, getting to southeastern Ohio, you can see some of the yellow and red pockets out that way. We actually still have a few flash flood warnings for a little while down in that part of the state. They're still seeing some of the heavy rain. As far as us, just some light sprinkles. Again, if you're in those flash flood counties, watch counties, just pay attention because we'll be jumble over my words. Excuse me. We're still seeing a few showers out that way. Now, cloud cover, we're still pretty cloudy, but you do notice a breakup in the cloud cover too, and we're eventually going to see some sunshine moving into Saturday and Sunday, and that will help increase the temperature. Look at Sunday, 70 degrees, 77 for Monday, and then the 80s are here. And you know what? Not just for Tuesday and Wednesday, we're also looking at 80s beyond that, a very warm week ahead. So let's take a look at the next several hours. Looking at 6 a.m., you still see a little bit of green here, but then it starts to fizzle out. You start to see the cloud cover break up a little bit in the late morning hours. By the afternoon, may not be completely rid of the clouds, but later on Saturday, it looks like we will finally see some clear skies. And then look at this, sun, highs in the 80s. Just a little bit more rain to get through before we have a beautiful week ahead next week.
Thank you, sir. Senior pranks, yeah, they're common, but police said this one went too far at a Florida school.
What do you think when you see this?
It's kind of gruesome, I'll be honest. Because that's a pretty big shark, too.
Yeah, they were talking about that dead shark hanging in the school. A shark is the school's mascot, but that is not the mascot, that's the real deal. The students started sharing pictures on social media saying it was a senior prank.
Gosh, the first reaction was, how'd you get that up there? Those sharks are very heavy. And it's noteworthy that it is a prohibited species in Florida.
The school gave surveillance video to the sheriff's office, hoping to find who is responsible. If they catch who did this, they could face criminal charges.